Poor decisions equals a poor life. That may seem like common sense, but it's not obviously very that common. There is this wave, like this this trend of this idea that you can do the bare minimum, that you don't have to do anything, and that you should be able to receive the absolute world. And that's just a whole bunch of baloney. That's a whole bunch of crap. And that is why a lot of people are just sitting here unhappy with absolutely everything in their life, because the idea of actually doing something about it is now seen as doing too much, or like you don't need to do all of that. I see it in so many areas, but specifically today I'm going to be talking about success, because that is what this channel is about. So if you like content like this, please consider subscribing. Back onto the topic though. When you are deciding that you want this luxurious life, when you are deciding that you want a very specific lifestyle, you also have to make choices that align with that lifestyle. You can't go and say, I want to become a dentist, but then you're flunking school. You're not doing the work. You're not having good grades. You're not studying. You're not showing up to class. And then when you look back on your report card and you see that you're failing everything, you're sitting here shocked. You're sitting here surprised. And it's the same thing with a business. You can't say, I want to have a ton of money. I want to be able to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then at the same time though, when it comes to actually working on your business, you're barely putting in any work. It's like bare minimum. Sometimes lower than bare minimum, and expecting for it to just take off. It's foolishness. It's acting in a foolish way and expecting a prize. And I think this is heavily coming from social media, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think that it is something that has always 100% been there, because hard work used to be valued. And now it's becoming less and less valuable. And what's becoming more and more valuable is complaining about something and not doing a thing about it. Putting in effort, trying, actually putting in the work is now looked down upon for some reason. It's like, oh, you're trying to be a kiss up, you're trying to do this, or you're wasting your time, or whatever. And like everyone's seeking these easy ways to success of like, I'm gonna manifest this, but I'm not gonna put any work in at the same time. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing and expect for it to happen for me. And when you just step back and look at it, you can tell that that's really dumb. Like you can tell that like, that's not gonna work. And you have to put yourself out there. Yes, you want to have faith. Yes, you want to believe in yourself. That's the key to everything. But you can't be lazy about everything and then expect everything to come to you. People will show up to work dressing like hoochie mamas and then being surprised when they're laid off. It's like you want to see success, but you don't even have respect for yourself or the people around you, because respecting yourself is ensuring that you present yourself in a respectable way. That's ensuring that you treat yourself in a respectable way. You do what you need to do to get what you want. That is respecting yourself. But instead, there is this idea of, I can be lazy. I can do whatever I want. I can act any way that I want, even if it's ghetto, even if it's ratchet, even if it's dishonorable. And I shouldn't have to suffer any consequences for it. Flunk out of school, my teachers are too hard on me. This is unfair. They're not treating me right. I should be able to have da-da-da-da. And it's like, girl, no, you just didn't show up for class. Or I like people being like getting laid off and they're upset. It's like, I didn't do nothing wrong. It's like, girl, you're dressing up like you're going to the strip club, not you showing up to your 9-5. So this is what I mean of like, you can't just do anything. Like, you don't have to be stuck in this system of like having to do this rat race. You can make a choice to break out of that. But there are ways of doing it. If you want to be successful through your business, you can't slack. If you want to be successful through school, you can't flunk. If you want to be successful through even like something like consulting, through going through third-party business, you don't want to sit here and never answer your emails. It's just common sense of like, if you want A, B, and C, do A, B, and C. and there's this idea of like, I don't have to do anything and everything will come. And that's not the answer. If you want whatever it is that you want, if you want to get to wherever it is that you want to get to, you need to make sure that you're actually putting in the work. You need to make sure that you're actually taking into consideration how you are going to get there, and make sure that you're actually doing the steps to get there. Putting in intentional efforts, putting in intentional time, and thinking through your decision and what you actually need to do in order to get there, that is what is going to benefit you. That's what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you to progress. There are so many ways to success, but so many people are literally just sabotaging themselves because they are telling them this, they're telling themselves this lie. They're telling themselves this lie of, I can just sit back and slack and do nothing. And in everything, there is a level of effort. And people won't put in that effort and then be pissed off at everybody else, have an attitude with everybody else, be disrespectful to everybody else. And you can't do that. Just because of the fact that you didn't put in the effort to get to where you want, that doesn't give you a excuse to be disrespectful to everyone, to treat everybody else like trash. Nor does it mean that you are just unlucky and that you can sit here and disrespect people or talk down on people that are doing well and say, oh, they only got there because they're lucky. They only got there because of whatever. And it's like, no, they got there because they put in the work and you didn't. So take accountability for your life. Take accountability, because at the end of the day, the only person that it affects is you and the people close to you. If I don't know you personally, what you choose to do with your life really does not have a huge impact on my life. And so taking accountability for yourself is what's going to get you to where you want to be. It's going to help you. It literally helps you. It doesn't hurt the rich person. It doesn't hurt me if you don't take accountability for your life. So it's like this weird thing where some people think that they're not going to do it as an act of going against society and the system. It's like, you're not going against anything. You're going against yourself, and that's about it. You need to make that choice to take accountability for your own life, because the only person who it benefits or hurts is you. So don't choose the slacker route. Don't choose the trash route. Don't choose the easy route. Don't choose the route that gives you a ton of excuses. Choose the route that is actually going to help you and give you the life that you want, because that is what you need, not the random TikTok folks who are leading you astray. You need to put in the effort, be intentional, know where you're going, and actually do what you need to do to get there, instead of being lazy, instead of being reckless, because everything is up to you. And why would you want to do stupid stuff that's going to make your dream life happen way later in life than what you actually want it to? Why would you push it out further because of making dumb actions? Don't do that. Make the choice to do what's going to be best for you. Make the choice to do what's going to be right for you. Not just what random people are telling you, not just what feels the easiest and what feels the best. This is your life. Make the choice. And whatever you choose, you will have to live with. Thank you for watching my video today. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing. Make sure to take care of yourself fully, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and all the other ways. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.